Good evening, good evening, good evening, or good morning. Hey guys, who is in the sky? Please fall out. This is not gonna be long. I hope I tag Kiki. I'm hoping that she drop by. I don't know if she's awake, but this message is for Kiki. I wanna ask Kiki a couple of questions. Um Come on guys, fall out the tree. Come on, come on, come on. Because I feel like I'm speaking to myself and I'm not gonna do that. So they give it a minute more because I hope Kiki, if you're I hope you get this message. Please come around because I want to dissect something. And like my title says, yes, I have something to say. It's never a dull motherfucking moment on these YouTube streets. You could say that about the fucking beef sector. Yes, you can. So come on, guys, come on. Could somebody fall down so at least I know I'm speaking to someone? Don't say up. Take a seat. 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 Calling Kiki. Calling Kiki. Calling Kiki. Calling Kiki. Kiki, where are you? Let me see the pin this link. Kiki, where are you? Where are you, Kiki? Where are you, Kiki? Come on, Kiki. I don't know if you're asleep. I hope not. Don't know what time you have to get up to go to work, but just a few questions. Mostly a statement. Mostly a couple of statements. Come on, guys. Fall down, because I'm not gonna start unless I see someone fall down. There's 9 people in the chat. Could you please present yourself? You see, this is the thing I'm speaking about because I know some of you guys have your faves and all of that. And probably, you're thinking that they'll be mad with you. And that's the thing. We're talking about this from one content creator. Everybody's speaking on this. It shouldn't be like that, you know. Anyway, hopefully somebody's gonna drop by. Anyway, this Kiki. I just peeped in. Good evening again, everyone. I just peeped in on sorry, I just peeped in on a live that is happening right now in real time. And this is about the beef sector versus a sobriety sector. I don't know. But this is why I'm live right now. Because sometimes it's just bullshit, fuckery, time to log off. Time to fucking log off. Because that's what it's gonna come to. This is like a playground? And we cannot be here. And this is getting that serious because nobody should be calling any danger on anybody's life. I don't condone, I would never condone somebody, like calling or trying to alter somebody's livelihood, whether it's with them particularly or their family. That's a no-no. That is serious. Right? So, but this is what I'm speaking on. When we're here on this entertainment application, and it's getting that serious that courts have to call in the justice system, then this is no fun and game anymore. This is some serious shit. But this is what I'm talking about. We're in the playground. You shoot words at me, I shoot back words at you, and may the best man win. Right? That's how it's gonna go. Some is gonna hit lower, and when I'm talking about hit, I'm talking verbally. You hit me, I hit you back harder, or you hit me back harder, whatever it may be. Somebody's gonna go home crying, you know, brushing themselves off because they got fucked up. Now, Is that a reason? It was a fair fight. First of all, it was a fair fight, right? So is that a reason after it's a fair fight for you to, you shook hand, you walk away, and then you go a couple of days after, you didn't like how the fight go because you get your ass whooped or I get my ass whooped, and then you bring in the law into that. But this is what I'm saying. This, it is so ridiculous as I say it, because no fist, no hands was thrown up, right? These two people, I think, is living in two different states. Okay, they're not even in the same state to say, well, yes, a threat is supposed to one or the other, right? So what I'm looking at, this is a somewhat of a bullying fucking tactic. It is bullying to the, it is, yes, it is a form of bullying. Because if you are going to come, if you're going to come around and down the fucking street, it is war going on there. Okay? People is going to fight, they're going to act up. Why the fuck are you here? If you know what's going to happen down the street, not to say you weren't born, you're not a new person coming into this particular block. And you know some shit is going to get ready to go down. And you're not about the fucking shit. You're not about that fucking life. What the fuck you doing here? What are you doing here? So how is it fair that you now is going to bring in the law and go serving me with fucking papers? For what? And I didn't cause you any I did not cause any immediate danger to you nor your family. Okay? It's just about words. It's just about fucking words. And all these paper, this one person always serving somebody some fucking paper. It's ridiculous. If you cannot go with the flow, get the fuck out of Dodge. Get out of Dodge. Because everything is, I'm going to serve with paper. I take this up. Who are you? Why didn't you stop? You holier than thou? Hmm? Are you holier than thou? People could say anything these days. If somebody come, look, just the other day, I was called a drunk. I was called a drunk. And I could have very well, if I was so, what I gotta say, if I was a trifling bitch, I could have gone and go to the courts and get proof that that is far from the truth, right? But I would not do that. It's not that deep. I curse you, curse me, and that's it. It's not that fucking deep. We don't even know each other. But why am I? You think I have time to even run to the courthouse or what? So that means you must not play. You should not be anywhere where you know this is what we do. This is what we fucking do. We fight. Sometimes we make up. It is what it fucking is. But you don't want when you get something hit harder. It's something. Because first of all, again with the CPS calling. Listen, don't make anybody fool you guys. You hear me? And I'm speaking on facts. CPS cannot come into your home and take your children away without probable cause. It could have 1,000 people calling. They know what they're looking for. And if they do not have any cause to take those children, they would say, thank you, sorry for the inconvenience, and they go about their merry way. It doesn't matter if I tell you I'm going to call. First of all, if I am quarreling with you and I said, you know what, I'm going to call CPS on you. They're not going to, CPS is not going to inform you of who's the person or the persons that is calling. That will never happen. That is kept anonymous. You would not know who is calling, who make that call. And if even I said I'm going to call and I'm listening all kinds of things maliciously to you, on you, guess what? They're not going to come and remove the kids. Because remember, at the end of the day, if somebody call you drunk or a drug addict, social service will have to come in there and they would know what they're doing. And they would ask, they separate parent and children, and they would have not one person will go there. They would have, according to the case, it would be 2 or 3 officials will be there, and they will separate the kids. While one is speaking to the parent, the other one is speaking to the children, and they know what they're looking for. They're speaking to the parents one side and want to look about the scene in case if any jumping is gonna happen. If they don't, when you go in, somebody hit at my door, CPS is there. You're gonna say, well, why are you here at my door? You're gonna say, look, we had we had many calls saying that the kids, is not being cared for, or whatever it may be. Because a lot of times, who blows the whistle? Sometimes the school. Because don't forget, when the kids go to school and they're not kept properly, or they're smelling, the hair is not combed, and all of these little things, the school sometimes the first persons that is gonna call. Okay, many times that happen. So it's not because I'm calling, I'm saying, oh, this is happening, they're going to listen to me. Okay, because if they didn't find those calls, they're not going to remove the children. The government do not want your children. If you know you're a parent and you be a good parent, you have not a fucking thing to fear. Because I would tell them, go ahead and call, knock your fucking self out. I would not have to even bother with that, because I know I'm doing right. Now let's go now to the adult. Now that adult is saying, they're calling saying that she's still high or whatever, right? When they come in, the same thing, they're going to speak to that adult. They would determine at that time if they have cause that this is not a person, this adult is not capable of caring for the kids because she's under the influence, something is altering, she's impaired, whatever they're going to chuck it up to be. At this time here, when they remove the kids, they will remove the kids. Sometimes they're transported to a precinct, like a little holding place. They're going to have the kids, they're going to entertain them. Books is given to them, drawing books, anything to to distract them from what is going on. A phone call, when the person said, I'm the mother, right? Or the father. They're going to ask you, do you have anyone else in the family that we could call for your children? Okay. So now that person, if you have someone that could step into the place, a responsible adult, okay, that person come, they know what they have to ask for. Y'all go look up about these things. It's right there at the hand touch. This is how it's go. They're gonna go now, and they're gonna know what questions they have to ask you. They're gonna run your background now. You remember you're coming to take these kids, so these kids would not be surrendered in foster care. Okay, because first they're gonna put them in the respite care, and then they look about spreading the kids around, or the kid where the kid have to go. So that's how it's done. So most of the time, when you see the children hit in a foster home, that means no one of the family came up, step up, or they were not qualified to take over the kids. All right. Now, let's say it's you, not for the want of caring. Well, it's gonna come. All of that is gonna bubble down to the care. Okay. So what they're gonna do now? They are going to the parent, let's say the parent, let's be talking about this situation there here that is going on over there, because the fuck me, I fucking can't. I felt like I want to jump out the fucking phone. Let's speak about that. I'm going to say you're still using or whatever. Okay, that's your business, right? If I am telling you that you're using, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, wait until it happens. Wait until it happens. Because like I said, in the B sector, we shoot a lot of shit. Recently now, it's people serving papers. What the fuck? Okay? That was not our style. I was here in this B sector for quite a number of years. And I know that was not our style. To be serving no fucking papers. Okay? And to be running to the courts. What the fuck you running to the courts for? Now, you're saying, okay, you're being accused of being high or whatever, because this girl in you is fighting, and this girl is saying you're high, or this girl say you're using. Why are you so concerned? If you said you're celebrating over a year of your sobriety, why the fuck are you concerned? You should be laughing at her. You should be laughing at her. Like they say, a guilty conscience needs no fucking accuser. So if I know I'm not high, what the fuck I'm gonna care about anybody accusing me of that? When you start slandering, let's say you have a high power job. You have a job that you know is a no nonsense. This is your career. And this person now is sending things directly to oh God. They're sending information now to HR, right? Now your job is being threatened. So that is a term for you to get serious about that. For you to say, oh, hell no. That is when the courts is going to come into play. But if none of these things happen, what the fuck you going to go it for? What paper? But the most important thing, what paper could a judge give you to say for the investigation, whatever the fuck this is claiming that papers were sent to this girl? On what grounds? That shit is not even on coffee grounds. On what fucking grounds? The court system has so much of criminals there. Line the fuck up. Back up. Remember, since COVID, things did not go back like how it's supposed to be. There's still a lot of things, a lot of big cases is back up. You think they got time with you? You're interfering and bothering the justice system with some bullshit from YouTube? Huh? From YouTube? And you call yourself responsible? Why? Hmm? Why? You're going to serve her with paper. And then on her job, and then when people is not employed, you guys are the same one will look down and said, oh, they're welfare recipient. So this woman, let's say this is true. I'm just following what I'm fucking hearing. This woman is employed. You go and serve. Let's say this is fucking true. You go on and serve her on her place, her job. So what are you doing now? You're going out to interfere with her job, obstruct her job, and call attention about some shit she's doing now so that she will be called in the office. And you think any corporation wants to hear that shit? They will get rid of you fast. And much more less you black. Oh yeah. They don't have time for that shit. They want their employee to do their job. Okay? It's not that deep. It is not that deep. To me, that is some kind of, it's a way of a scary ass. Yes, I say that. Listen, I don't give a fuck who's man. It's like a scary tactics, right? That is like you running to complain, or it's to try fearing that person. So you're gonna run to go serve papers. For the longest while, madam, since you came over here, madam, you have been serving papers to people. I don't know what happened to the guy that was coming out. He was like in some nursing home and he was in a bed. First I thought was some skit. Okay? He was coming out in a bed and he was supposed to be a friend of yours and you were serving papers because all I was hearing, oh, I cannot come up to speak because of a legal matter. What fucking legal matter? Then come another lady, um, um, Lady Snoopy. Yes. Sorry, hello, Lady Snoopy. I don't know the other gentleman's name, but hello, Snoopy. Now, he was Snoopy was the next one that was caught up with that. Well, she was so tied up in that fucking shit. She was tied up and fixed and get strapped down in a monkey suit. She was tied up. Court. All you hearing, don't forget court. You have court. You better show up. You better don't ignore this. You better don't ignore it. And on to this day, we have not heard anything about how the fucking courts went. We didn't hear anything about that. For all these court dates, for all these summonses, and nothing. So I don't know what kind of court she's going to. But if I was Miss Kiki, I would have ignored that shit because there are alternatives. You came out here. You said you was blogging or vlogging about your life. This is what I don't understand. People, safeguard your children. This is an adult site. It is not children friendly. It's not child friendly. What your children is doing out here. If you're so protective of a fucking parent and you're so such of a good parent, why your children is here? Why your children is on our program? Why they there? Why they exposed? A good parent would not do that because I personally would not bring my children, grandchildren, or none of that to place them here on a place that you know, for the most part, they're going to get down in your ass and they have no limit. But you know what the joke is? And I don't care who say what, I don't give a fuck. Don't care. Because the next thing now, all of this about children, children, children. If I know now, children for me should be protected by all costs. But that's not how everybody think. And everybody have a free mind to do whatever they want to do. You cannot tell them what to do. So it is what it is. But the next thing what I'm looking at, if you have your kids, right? And the people is okay, you see how the people is acting. You did not come from the beef sector, but you was around a while to see how the beef sector move. You should not be so touchy. You should not wait until something happens. Protected by all costs. But guess what? Why aren't you, wait a minute, aren't you associated with people that don't give a fuck and they will go from the cradle to the grave? Hmm? Aren't you associated with people that goes in for children? You know, y'all are all fucked up. That's some real crackhead moves. It's a whole lot of fucking crackhead moves. Because if you so protect you're such one of those parents that, oh my God, I stand in it and I would do petition, leave the kids alone and all of that. But meanwhile, you with like a head chief bottle washer that don't give a fuck about going for kids. And I'm not criticizing that person. That person could attack however they want to attack, because if someone attack me in certain ways, I'll go for anything at a time. So I'm not really pointing it out to say how this person fight. I'm just pointing it out that you are associated with more than one of them that go for kids. A matter of fact, one of your close Judy, and I'm not talking about the one what everybody think of that is always protecting her. I'm talking about the other good Judy that always fuck with her and call her names or refer to her boobs. That Judy. That Judy curse kiss. That Judy curse not only a regular, like she curse the child is I think physical disability that kid have. Sweet child. She cursed that child, not once, twice. Okay? She cursed that child. And that's your fucking good Judy. You were wrong. You know about it. So what the hell are you playing? Huh? So you associate with people. The same people that you try. Because if you try to get Kiki and serve Kiki papers, right? And your association, it should have been me. I swear to God, it should have been fucking me. Y'all know who to carry the fuckery to. Because right there is going to get you. You're going to serve me paper. What? 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 And so then you don't have no fear. You don't have no concern. Because your good Judy goes for kids. She don't care who she goes for. Right? So why you making it like a big deal? It's like something, oh my God. And you said you came out here and you say it's about you're transparent. That's what you say. You bring your stuff out here. And mom, madam, don't forget, most of the time, if you're going to take me to court, remember, you're going to have to say what you got to say, and I'm going to respond. So all you have to do with everything that is going on, that person, when you have to point and say, listen, on this time here, go back how many years ago, and you're going to see what this person was doing, the lifestyle the person was living on a public platform and had no care in the world. The amount of things that she did on social media. So are you kidding me? Maybe you're going to walk yourself in some real trouble. And this is not from a malicious place. You might walk yourself in some serious trouble. So don't come with the tactics and come in to say, oh, I'm taking her to court. If you want her to stop, just say stop. Raise the white flag. Do that. But don't come like a big shot, but you gonna take her to court. You taking every fucking body to court. Because you know what? I'm triggered. I can remember it's either you or one of your good Judy threatened me about court. And I just laughed at that. I was still waiting. Because y'all can't pull that shit. Y'all know who to pull that fucking shit to. Okay? You know who to pull that shit to. So as soon as somebody come and they say something, you go, listen, guys, be careful of legal documents. Eh, Lord, I wish I had a relationship. Right now, I wish I had a relationship offline. I wish I had a relationship offline with Kiki. I wished I had a relationship with Kiki. You understand? Because I was going to get right down into it and show her that is fuckery. It is nonsense. First of all, you're feeling threatened, right? This person's harassing you. Let's go there. Let's go start. And let me tell you how I know the law work. You know the law work this way, and let's see which one of us makes sense. Okay? Because I'm talking about facts. I don't know how your law work because that is like it don't make no sense. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. First of all, she's saying harassment, right? She's claiming she's been harassed and she's talking about her children, right? And some fear or the slander or whatever, whatever, right? So again, she's putting up the kids as a shield, as far as I see. Because, like I said, if you wanted to guard your children should not be anyway on this site. On this site, they have different section for children that is children friendly. So now let's go here. Most of the time, to get a case really started, the first thing you go to court and you try to get an order of protection, right? You try to get that order of protection. Once you get that order of protection, you would have things start moving. But if you do that, and you see, that's why she can't go and do that. Because from where this person's living, it will have to show if she swim, hop, drive, however she do that. Because this person's all the way in a different state. You're in a different state. That's the best I know. And you are saying you serve her papers and she have a court date. All of these things you know. And pending investigation. Pending what fucking investigation? What they pending investigation for, mom? What are they pending investigation for? They would not even, most of these things, they try to get a mediator and squash the shit. You hear what I'm telling you? They don't have time for that. To look for what evidence. Are you getting criminal case mixed up with civil? I don't know. Investigate what? What investigating when they finish investigating? Who are you? Who are you? People call the commander-in-chief's name and make a lot of fuck up remark. I'm one of them. Okay? When we get mad, prices of things raising and all things, you say some colorful word. It's called freedom of fucking speech. Once you don't say, you're going to delete. Once you're not posing any threat that you're going to delete someone, and you guys know what I'm talking about, delete someone, you have nothing to fear about. Because if the two of us is trading words and I say, hey, you're on drugs, you look high, you're a junkie, you're a crackhead, you're a meth head, you're what do you call the next one, heroin addict, whatever the hell it is, PCP, you could be wrapped up in all of that. And I said, that's what I see. And I say, I'm telling you, you fucking high, you flying. What do you think the court is going to do to me? What do you think the court is going to do to me? You think they're going to lock me up for that? Because that is what I'm seeing. Okay? That is what I know for a fact. Because that is my thoughts. That I really think you had. If it comes to, like I'm saying, Who's in the chat? I don't even know who's in the chat. Let's say I'm saying someone else told me that, right? This is something that I heard. And now I'm going now as a, what you going to say, a third party now. And I'm saying this. That is slander. That is slander. But if I said, I see that, Your Honor, I think she's using, I think she's doing that, or I know she's doing that. Guess what? They're not going to lock me up for that. They're not going to lock me up for that. You think the court would have space for the fuckery? So I don't know if you think that is something fancy to do, but what you need to do if you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen, or don't come around. Don't mess with us. Don't come around the B sector because you know what the B sector gives. Because the B sector gives you a lot. The B sector gives you a lot during the time when you was masquerading around here with the fuckery. For weeks, we condone the fuckery. So I don't know if this is a way of gathering up again to sort with some shit. We heard from this, we heard that, we heard the other, and all of that. We hear it all. And everything was out there playing in real motherfucking time. So now, what? You sober up? And now you're this, you're what? You're highfalutin? What you think? Y'all think y'all some, even the celebrities can't stop you from saying what the fuck you want to say. So who are you? Who are you, madam, that you threatening this girl with court papers? Ain't nobody fearful of that. And I hope Kiki is hearing that, or should we play that? Nobody's scared of that. And nobody got time for that either. This is a fucking hard time. And we still got a lot more to face. For you with the same fuckery. Last year, I think it was last year. I think last year, 2 years ago. You saw with the shit. Good night, good morning, Mrs. ZX. You saw with the shit. Oh, ZX said this. Oh, he said that. Oh, he called CPS on you. Oh, he called CPS. Meanwhile, you forgot. You forgot. And I'm being straight. You forgot that you came. You said it. You said the baby daddy or whoever have custody of his child. You see, coke is a hell of a drugs. Yes, Rick James. Yes. You said that he have custody of that child. And another child you have, a daughter, your mother have custody of that child. That's what I heard. Unless I'm wrong. Unless I'm wrong. I want to say somewhat allegedly, but I think that's what I heard. You went live. You went live. You were live. And you had a gathering. So you said someone is at the door or whatever. You excused yourself and you left. And you came back a couple of minutes later and you were panicking, like you get an anxiety attack. And your people is asking, what happened? Are you okay? You said you were not feeling well or something like that. And you see, they called CPS on me. That was CPS at the door. But I would not let them in. And somebody in the chat say, why are you looking so sweaty? Why are you looking so clammy and sweaty? You said it was very hot outside. Now, if you're at your door, and that's why I'm going on memory sheet, you're at your door and you did not let them in. You said, no, I'm not going to let you in, not going to let you in, right? You have to get paperwork or whatever you told them. You're on the inside of your house. For the short space of time that you went, that means you don't have air conditioner or that air conditioner and fucking low. Remember, you supposedly was sitting on that air conditioned room, right? So you would not get that hot to get that sweaty, and you're the inner part of your door. You never said you went outside or they asked you to step out. Because if you're not going to let them come in, once they come with that, and you said no, it's no. The only thing they could say what they want to say, try to negotiate, no, is no, you close your door. For that short space of time, for you to get so sweaty and clammy, it was questionable. But hey, I was looking at chat, I look at it, that's not my business. For who want to get high, let them get high. I don't give a fuck. It's not my inside. It's whoever. Don't matter to me. But when you're talking that, then you start saying it was the man ZX, Mrs. ZX, that called CPS. And then I said, how? They're going to tell you. Who called? How would they say who called CPS? Who called them to get there? Hmm? Number one, you see the lies, you see the lies, the lies, the lies, the lies, the lies. Um, and next thing too, you see with that same life, what you did, I was thinking about it, and I go back. You got to listen to what people say. Listen very carefully when you guys are in the chat. Sometimes we lose a lot of stuff. And this is not conspiracy theory. This is, you just hear, you listen. And when you listen, you're going to hear stuff. Sometimes it's not what even they say, it's what they don't say. Because people get tripped up over time. Now, um, this person said, she said she was living in a gated community, right? I don't know how they do it down there where she's living. But I know a gated community, they would have like a watchtower in front. That's how it's done. I know for the most part. A watchtower in front. And they would announce when a visitor is coming through, right? So like I said, I'm taking up this space. Whether they go by the house number or they go by name, now they are gonna call you and ask if you're expecting John Doe. Okay? So that means while you was live, you're in a gated community. That means that person wasn't getting. That person was not getting shit because you should have been already notified that people is here to see you and you were not expecting anyone. Because I know nowadays people don't have time to say, well, I'm expecting this one sometime in the wee hours or whatever. It depends on the community. So you didn't get no such call, but you were saying, oh, you're in this gated community and this and that. And I said, well, why didn't you get a call? To be notified to said, no, I'm not, no, that those persons cannot come in. Okay? And leave them right there at the gate standing. All right. So you came in, you're the one who say what you use, how long you was using, and all of the fuckery. That was your mouth. Didn't you remember you had kids? Didn't you remember you have children? So you're using these kids as a shield? I'm not saying everyone. You cannot be using your children like a shield to get out of shit when it's too hot for you. Log the fuck off. Log off. Because the same good Judy, don't bother with what Kiki doing. Because Kiki ain't gonna post. Kiki is not gonna do half of what is gonna come your way sooner or later, my dear. So keep that energy for later. Instead of you going after Kiki to say you're serving her papers and all that shit and go serving the job and all this kind of fuckery. What post did she threat to you? What threat did she post to you? Hmm? Because I was calling her here today to ask her to come up. Because if she is going to threaten your livelihood, such as causing harm to your children, that is bad. I would not condone that. Violence is something I would not condone. But if somebody's not posting those kind of threats to you, why are you going about the law? Because you could tell that shit to the rest of the people, not to me. Because I want to tell you, you knock yourself out. Because guess what? When you knock yourself out and you come in with your shit, you remember it has something named counter. And then I'll be serving you some good up papers, some nice stuff on a platter. And if you got money, cha-ching, cha-ching, y'all is full of shit. Y'all bring out your whole fucking life story here. And when people respond, then y'all want to huddle up. And next thing I see, and this is very strange, y'all don't have no shame. Madam, you weren't really coming around at Miss Pizarro. I like Miss Pizarro for more than one reason. She's not a person to say she holds grudges. She always try to help, and you all always give her your ass. Because this evening, I was on a platform she was telling her people to go over to that your platform, right? To your platform. She did not say, hey, I don't give a shit about what's going on. So all of a sudden you cozying up back there. When you turn your back on that same Miss Pizarro, didn't you? You see what I call people like you opportunists. And I don't give a fuck. Your friend can't do anything to me. So let me stop right there. I am not coming for you. I'm just saying the fuckery that I see. It's enough. It's played out. With you on your paper. I would tell you what to do with your paper if it was me. Hmm? What fucking paper? You always serving somebody paper. Lady Snoopy, she got it piled up. Lady Snoopy is still free outside. Because as sure as she had to pay a fine, I hope she had come out and say something. You know something? And that's why when people act like that, you got to wonder, is this person okay in the head? Hmm? Hmm? Is that straight judgment? Or some impaired fucking judgment? See y'all. Anyway. Guys, let me see who's in the chat. I'm even looking at the chat. It's so much of bullshit. Hi, good morning, Nina. Um, Good morning, Vibrant. How you guys doing? Let me see if anybody's joining in this. Hi. Oh, wait a minute. I skipped somebody here. Hi, Dovey. How you doing, my dear? Sincere Sierra. Oh my God, it's a long time I haven't seen you. How you doing, my love? How are you? And thanks for being here, all of you guys. Sparkling Water say Miss Insecure is still lying and saying that Kiki called CPS and that she told her chat to call CPS. MU always shows the minute mark, but wouldn't show the minute mark on this because Kiki never said that. Listen, I'm 100% behind you there, Sparkling Water. You hear me? This make absolute sense. A lot of sense. This here is like a regurgitating shit. Same game, different fucking player. Okay, then it continue here. Sparkling Water is saying now, and Kiki works in a federal building. Wow, where you need federal clearance to get into the building. She has what she have? She have a gated community that I don't know how the people get all the way to the door, that she was so clammy and sweaty because I'm a poor lady. But I know if I stand to the door at 100 degrees and I know the air is still hitting me, it is still fucking hitting me. I'm not going to be sweaty. Maybe little beads, but I would not be sweating clammy. No, because my house is pumping. She said, I think she said, oh, it was over 100 degree. Lady, look, madam, 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 this is the beef sector. We did not send and call you. You came here free will. You enter at your own risk. And I don't give a fuck what. Kiki is beef sector. It's not like to say divine, but I'm going to say something. You know, Kiki was beef sector. Weren't you all friends? Weren't you all friends? So you and your friend just break up and you're going to serve her paper? You saw y'all some fake, trifling, shallow bitches. Hmm? You're going to go to that level to say you're going to serve her paper? Isn't she a mother too? So if she come for your kids, go back for her kids. If she calls CPS, you would not know that she calls CPS. You're assuming that because it's bullshit. You always getting CPS called and then your kids removed. And all that I know is a bunch of lies. Because when something don't make sense, it's not fucking truth. Y'all are too much. Y'all want the best of both fucking worlds. You came in here but your free will. I would not leave our sector. And you stay around. You get your following. You get what you have to get. And you come along with the same bullshit. And then we had to track you back to the ring story. All kinds of stuff. Nothing ever come out of your story, lady. Nothing. I peeped into your chat. You were the one on Demiso. Hmm? You were one of them that said you're not going to come off her back. Remember you were cursing her? But guess who I saw in the chat? Supporting you, Demiso. You see, like me, certain things, it's good to forgive, but never to forget. But I see certain shit. This is what you all are. Trouble fucking makers. Fake, 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 fake. You all just look for opportunities and then coming calling up. Calling up back to Miss Pizarro. Yeah, calling up back to Miss Pizarro. Because you need something from her, right? And all the time you didn't have time with Miss Pizarro. And suddenly, you there on her page. And she's there embracing you, right? She didn't push you away. Like I said, you all like too fucked up and talking about courts because I heard that you and the same Miss Kiki were friends. All y'all was friends. How it get to fucking court? But you tell her to stop. Who are you to tell her to stop? You make her stop. You could make her stop in other ways and carrying it to court and bring in law enforcement. Y'all like too much of fucking police. You know? Y'all like too much of police. It's a day. It's a day. You know how many people call the cops and get cops involved, and to the end, they didn't wake up the next day. They got deleted. Or somebody innocently got deleted. Now you going to court. But you serve their paper. Go and serve that paper. Hoi. Anyway, let me hear what Sparkling Water. Sparkling Water saying some good shit here. Sparkling Water saying some good stuff. Yeah, okay. So guys, all right, I know a lot of life going on. Thank you guys for coming. At least I was not speaking to myself. And I thank you so much for being here. And I don't give two fucks who's upset. It is what it is. I spoke my mind and my truth. Fuck it. Good night, good morning, everybody. Good night from whatever part of the world you are. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.